Hyderabad, the capital of Andhra Pradesh, is a metropolitan city. It is characterized by diverse cultures and traditions. The city of Hyderabad has a historic legacy of 400 years, during which it witnessed several historic phases. The suburbs of Hyderabad were earlier ruled by the Kakatiyas, but the city gained prominence when the Qutub Shahis shifted their capital to Golconda. The fort was soon overpopulated. Hence, the foundation for a new city of Hyderabad was laid across the river Musi to a stretch of 12 miles. Thus began a new era in the history of the city. These two zones, the Golconda and the Charminar, are the present important heritage zone of the city. The city of Golconda is in the early Qutub Shahi style. The Oogi arches, granite masonry, intricate detailing and the grand scale are characteristics. The city of Hyderabad was laid by Qutub Shahi in the year 1591. The city was planned to be unequaled in the world and a replica of paradise itself. Designed by Mir Momin, the city is based on the city of Isfahan in Iran. 14,000 shops were built around the monument. The royal palaces like Dad Mahal, Lal Mahal and some others were planned near the Char Kaman or the Julu Khana, which is about 80 yards north Charminar. Since its birth, the city has experienced several historic phases like the advent of Qutub Shahis, the Mughals and the Asif Jahis, and later the British and the French. Thus, the city grew and expanded rigorously through the years, resulting in the cultural and architectural morphology. Hence, 10 distinct historic clusters were formed in the city, but Charminar zone is the most distinguished heritage precinct of Hyderabad. The Charminar zone is an amalgamation of diverse cultures showing a rich heritage picture of Hyderabad. The approach road to Charminar from the new city is flanked on both buildings, showing the architectural heritage of the city. On the banks of the river Musi, the Osmania General Hospital, High Court and the City College represent the late Asif Jahi dynasty. The Pathargati street leading to the Charminar shows the legacy of Asif Jahis, the Gulzar House and the Char Kaman, showing the town planning excellence of the Qutub Shahis. And of course, the Charminar itself with the Mecca Masjid portray the grandeur of the Qutub Shahis. The Charminar area was influenced by all the different historic phases of Hyderabad. Hence, it developed different architectural styles like the Qutub Shahi style, whose examples are the Charminar, the Mecca Masjid, the Char Kaman and Ashir Khana. All these buildings are very old. The European style forms the base for the Falaknama Palace, Rani Haveli and the Chowmahalla Palace. Some of the residences also seem to have followed the trend. Across the river Musi, the silhouette of this High Court, the General Hospital and City College rode the sky, emphasizing the late Asif Jahi style. But the later Asif Jahis propagated a new style known as the Indo-Sasanic, of which the High Court, Osmania General Hospital and the City College are prominent examples. The vernacular buildings of Hyderabad, with projecting wooden balconies, railings and brackets with lime mortar plastered walls, are influenced by the architectural features of the buildings since 400 years. But these different architectural styles still have some unifying common features. So of these features are street pattern, scale, uniformity, colors, balance and plan form. The street pattern laid by the Qutub Shahis is still maintained in the streets radiating from the Charminar. The buildings have no setbacks, hence creating a vista for the Charminar. The buildings are close to each other with small by-lanes in between. Thus, uniformity is maintained in the street facade, imparting linearity to the street. The architectural elements and their composition follows a uniform pattern in most of the streets, yet it refrains to be monotonous. The scale of the building illustrates the significance of the structure. Monumental scale, public, religious, commercial, residential scale are maintained in the area. The buildings in the residential or commercial scale are only 2 stories high, as if they are prostrating towards magnificent Charminar. Though not always symmetrical, the buildings are always visually balanced with subtle colors. But these general inferences are disregarded by some of the new buildings of the Charminar area. Here, the main aim of the building is to create an impression to emphasize its own concept of design, negating the atmosphere around. Most of these commercial complexes are built near the prominent heritage structure to generate better commercial activity, but they fail to respect the existing architectural setting of the area. For example, the Andhra Bank near Charminar, the commercial complex near Pathagati, and the commercial complex near Gulzar House. In a bid to use new modern materials and to popularize their own architectural style, the pattern of the street formed by the toiling men through 400 years is deteriorating. The extension block of the High Court is another such structure which spoils the silhouette across the river Musi. Hence, one of the most majestic and important buildings of Hyderabad is being ignored, emphasizing on the 10-storied cuboidal mass.